Buenas noches. En unos minutos vamos a comenzar. Gracias. Buenas noches. Vamos a iniciar nuestra meditación de hoy. Entonces, como siempre, subimos nuestra energía, nos damos el bandán de protección. Uno, dos, tres, Vamos a empezar entonces. Vamos a ir cerrando nuestros ojos, poniendo nuestra atención en nuestro interior. Vamos al llevar nuestra atención a nuestro interior, cerramos nuestros ojos. Vamos a percibir. Vamos a tomarnos un minuto, a parar un momento de toda nuestra actividad del día, todos nuestros pensamientos, todo aquello que tuvo toda nuestra atención durante el día de hoy. Vamos como a armar un paquetico con todo eso y lo vamos a dejar a un lado. Lo que queda es nuestro verdadero ser. Vamos a conectarnos con ese verdadero ser. Vamos a pedir a nuestro espíritu que está en nuestro corazón, por favor nos permita a partir de este momento identificarnos solamente con él. Vamos a entregarle al divino todas aquellas cosas, ese paquetico que pusimos a un lado, todas aquellas cosas que están constantemente en nuestra atención, en nuestra mente, en nuestras actividades. Vamos a entregarlas al divino. Yo soy el espíritu, yo soy únicamente el espíritu. Gracias a Dios estoy conectado directamente con esa fuente principal que todo lo sabe, que todo lo conoce. Que se encarga de nosotros con total benevolencia. Y vamos a entregarle ese paquetico. Todo lo que nos preocupa, todo lo que nos consume tanto de nuestra energía, de nuestro tiempo, de nuestra atención. Vamos a ponerlo a sus pies. Yo soy el espíritu. Todo lo demás es pasajero. El espíritu es para siempre. Vamos a repetir en nuestro interior. Yo soy el espíritu. Y vamos a pedirle a Sri Ganesha que es quien guarda esta conexión que tenemos con el divino, quien la autoriza. Vamos a pedirle que nos llene de inocencia, que nos llene de su sabiduría, de su humildad, para entender que es Dios quien lo hace todo. Shri Ganesha Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Vamos a repetir en nuestro interior. Yo no soy este ego. Yo no soy esta mente. Yo no soy aquellas cosas con las que me identifico. Yo soy el puro espíritu. Yo soy el puro espíritu. Yo soy el puro conocimiento. Vamos a decir el mantra Shri Nirmala Vidya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Vidya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Madre Kundalini, por tu gracia, todo el conocimiento falso que había dentro de mí se esfumó, desapareció. Por tu gracia yo soy el conocimiento puro y verdadero de mí mismo. Madre, por tu gracia, yo soy paz. Vamos a repetir eso en nuestro interior. Madre, por tu gracia, yo soy paz. Gracias, Madre Kundalini, por habernos dado el conocimiento verdadero, que nosotros somos el Espíritu. Llevamos nuestra mano derecha a nuestro Sahasrara, nuestro último centro de energía en la cabeza. Presionamos un poco. Gracias, Madre Kundalini, por haberme dado el conocimiento de la verdad. Gracias por haberme conectado con la verdad. Gracias por nuestra realización del ser. Bajamos la mano y dejamos toda nuestra atención ahí en ese punto.
तुझको प्रणाम, तुझको प्रणाम, तुझको प्रणाम।
Vamos a mantener este estado y vamos a ver un video de SahajaYoga.
Now, once you come to this side, the other side of slavery are our habits. They enslave us. They enslave us. I have seen now people, he once had a minister sitting with me, and Russian minister, very powerful man otherwise. And suddenly he got up. He was the host. Suddenly he got up. Oh, I must go. I said, what happened? He said, I'm a sick man. I said, what's the matter with you? You see, I'm a football fan and I can't sit any longer. The football match must have started. Imagine, he was the chief host. And so many people were there, he just couldn't sit. I mean, he could not glue himself to the chair and he wanted to get up and walk. And he just didn't know what to do. I was amazed. He had no poise, no control over himself. I mean, I just thought must be some possession from this football is coming to him, or what is it? But such a grown-up, mature person behaves like this. This is nothing. Other habits that we have are much worse. And they all enslave us. We can't live without them. Anything that is in this world is for us. We are not for anything. If anything can enslave us, we should know that we are the masters of everything. If a chair doesn't make you comfortable or uncomfortable, it's not important. What is important is that this doesn't enslave you. Nothing should enslave you. The one who is a king, who is the emperor, is least bothered. If you put that person on the street, he'll sleep well. If you put him anywhere, he'll be happy. That's the person is the real emperor. But not the emperor who cannot live without complete comfort. If he's slave of the comfort, then he's not an emperor. All these things we can learn when our center here, Nabhi Chakra, is awakened. When the light spreads in that area, in the void, the green color you see, then what happens immediately in that light? You don't see anything. But the light works. Enlightenment is such that it goes into action. The light itself acts. Can you imagine? The light itself acts in you. We had a doctor who was very fond of wines, drinks, and I never tell you don't drink. I never say that because I don't want people to run away. No, nothing of the kind. You sit down comfortably. Just take your realization. Then we'll see about it. This fellow gave up his drinking next day. But then he had to go to Germany. And he thought, I better try some special type of wine that he had liked. So he tried it. And then he vomited. He couldn't bear it. He said the taste was so bad. I had never tasted such a dirty thing. I never told him. It just happened. He saved money. He could buy things out of the money he saved. He was a free bird. But I don't have to tell you this because we are so addicted and identified that even if you say that this can happen with Sahaja Yoga, many people will refuse it. Our identifications have gone so deeper into our being, our hangs up, as we say, that we are not free people at all. We might be free politically, all right. But this is so superficial. The spirit is the only thing that is free within you, which has no hangs up, which has no habits, which does not stick on to anything, is completely detached and emitting joy to us. It is the thing that makes our spirit, our attention so enlightened. Now, enlightened attention, as I said, is not the attention that we understand that there's a light, we see the light, nothing of the kind. But with this enlightened attention, our awareness becomes enlightened. So that we start feeling other people on our hands. Like the other person here sitting yesterday, you must have seen. आप जरा ठीक से बैठिए, सब लोग क्या सोचेंगे? कायदे से बैठिए, अब हिंदुस्तानी आदमी. The other day, one gentleman was here and he told me that your energies are different from mine. Nothing of the kind. If you have negative energies, for the time being you will shake. Definitely you will shake for a while. No doubt if you have too much negative energies. Like once we had a program and some people were there, some Brahmins. And they were very much against me because I am not a Brahmin. They said, we'll not have a mother's program. I didn't know all these stories. They never told me. But they came before me and started shaking like this. So I said, why are you shaking so much? They said, we are Brahmins. And we understand you are Shakti, so we are shaking. I said, but why are you shaking? Nobody is shaking here. So they pointed out to other 4 people. They said, see, they are also shaking. So I said, go and find out from where do they come. They went and found out that they came from lunatic asylum. I said, relatively, you should see who are shaking, are you and these people, nobody else. So if there are negative forces, do shake a little bit. But we should see again, what's the use? What's the use of getting this energy within us? That is very important because we are utility-oriented people. Everything must have an utility. As it is, what do we have which has utility in this world? Nothing. If we had something which had real utility, we would not hanker after anything else. The hankering is still on, so we should conclude that whatever we have got now is not the ultimate. The utility of the ultimate is that once you get the ultimate, everything becomes relative. Everything becomes relative. That is, what becomes relative is all these changing things, all those things which are perishable, all those things which try to enslave us, all those things they are attracted outwardly but inside they are like snakes. And what we become is a detached personality. आपको कोई शिकायत है क्या? Sorry, yeah? शिकायत है, इससे some problem होती है. तो फिर आराम से बैठिए, पर सामने बैठे ना ये लोग उसका गलत समझ लेते हैं. Now, our idea about any understanding about religion is that we go to a limited church and a limited society, limited club, do exactly the same, wear the same sort of dresses, wear the same sort of cap or things, we belong to one religion. There is nothing like that. It's all man-made. You see, it's all artificial. Whatever is man-made is artificial, you know that. They write it down also for all the clothes that are made by man, they say man-made material. So it's not God-made. It's we have made our own religions and we are fighting for it. The religions are something within yourself, within your being. It has nothing to do with what sort of nonsense we have made out of it. This is the quality of a person. Like carbon has got 4 valencies, you have got these 10 valencies. And if these valencies are missing, then what happens that as in the combination of chemical combinations you have seen, if one valence is missing, it becomes a negative. And then it combines with another. So there are negative and positive valencies. So if you have some additional valencies with you, then you jump onto other people. If you have less, then you catch some other people. It's exactly the same as it happens in a chemical compound. Now these valencies within us are to be there to give us a balance, and that's what Warren has told you what it means. When you get your realization, your dharma, your 10 commandments get enlightened, means you get empowered. You become that. You go beyond religion. You don't have to follow anything, you just become. You become so integrated. For example, some people, it doesn't suit to have, say, potatoes. They will just don't like it. Just don't like it. Before realize it's just the other way around. If they are not supposed to eat potatoes, they'll eat potatoes more. After realization, you won't just have it. You won't have it. You are so integrated. The sustenance within us gets so enlightened that our priorities change completely. We start judging everything on vibrations. Now we have a little girl, you have seen Olympia. She eats very little, practically solid food she does not eat. But if I give her anything to eat, she will eat. From nobody else. But if I give her anything, she'll ask for more and eat. It's surprising, she understands vibrations. If you you understand vibrations, then it is very easy to retain your valencies intact because you are empowered. Not only that, but you just don't like anything else because you like the vibrations to flow. When the vibrations are flowing, the spirit is emitting through your central nervous system the joy. That is the quality of your spirit. The joy you start feeling. And when you start feeling the joy, then you don't want to give up for anything. Just don't want to give up. You want to enjoy it. So you become the knowledge and the attention which is actually placed in this area and sustained by your liver becomes enlightened. As I told you yesterday, sitting down here, if you want to feel about anyone, you can find out. Like just now, I saw one gentleman sitting little awkwardly. I thought he's not sitting properly. I said, sit properly. But then I paid attention to him. I knew he was not well. So I said, have you got any problem? He said, yes. I said, then it's all right. So with attention, you immediately understand a person, what's the problem with that person is. Sitting down here, you can find out the vibrations of anyone. For example, now we can say, if there's no Russian, that, should I say or not? Brezhnev is possessed. He's a possessed man just now. I'm going to Russia. I hope I'll take out his possessions. He's a possessed man. They are dealing in these parapsychology. Same in America, it's going to happen. It's going to happen everywhere where you try to practice these spiritualists and all that, what we call Preta Vidya, Smashana Vidya and all that, which is absolutely horrible things. Calling them with sophisticated names like parapsychology and calling by what other names they call it? Charismatic movements and all sorts. It's nothing but spirits. Nothing but spirits. All these people are practicing nothing but spirits. They bring out the dead spirits and call it the Holy Ghost, imagine. This charismatic movement is another horrible thing. I don't know how to tell you about it, but I must say that the whole science has become so subtle that nobody knows that this is the scorpious, horrible satanic force that is working through us and attracting us to these spirits. Some people said, Mother, there are good spirits and bad spirits. But why? Why go to the dead? You don't know which is good, which is bad. How will you know? Why go to the dead? We have to be in the present. We don't have to be in the past. So that's one thing happens when you lose your valencies, that you go to the left. When you go to the right, you may be very austere, you don't eat that food and this and that. You may become a very ego-oriented person. You go to another side called supraconscious, the collective supraconscious. The left side is the collective subconscious and the right side is the collective supraconscious. When I started my work, I decided not to talk about these dead spirits. I said, I'll manage without that. But it's not possible. For 3 years, I never talked about it. I didn't talk about the deities. I didn't talk about anything. For 3 years, I managed it. But then among us, a lady came who was practicing all these things. And she possessed so many people. And thousands of people used to go to her. She would tell them which horse will come first. Where is the money lost? All sorts of things. And thousands of people used to throng, Here we have so few people, but let some tantrika come in, you won't be able to control your traffic. This will be the condition with any one of these horrible people coming in. And this lady really made me talk of these things. And that's what it is, they exist. So going to the left or to the right, you go into a problem because you enter into an unknown area which is very dangerous. Very dangerous. For your information, cancer is caused by left side movement. I have not seen one patient of cancer who has had no such experiences. For example, these fake gurus, or this initiation by these horrible people, or reading the books of these left-sided things like, what's his name, is Rampa, Sampa and all these so-called Buddhists. Any one of these things can cause cancer. And recently I saw a very good film on this by your television here, English television. They showed where some doctors had made an investigation, and they said that they have seen that the cancer is triggered by some proteins which they recognize. They call them as 52, protein 52, 58, that's the name they give. But they recognize that they are coming from the area which is built within us since our creation. So it is the collective subconscious. And they have pictured also that, photographed. So now, though, what I have said about 10 years back, they are saying now, but they are reaching that point. They have to just cross the limit. They have to just get the realization. And because the doctors cannot reach that area themselves, they cannot cure cancer. At the most, they may stop it, they may try to reduce the possibilities and all that, but complete cure they cannot give because they cannot extract people from that area altogether. They can always be drawn into it if that area is made like this. It's very interesting to see how these things are caused within us. This center is one of the most important center because it gives us our seeking, and our pure seeking should be for spirit, for nothing else.
Vamos a terminar con una pequeña meditación. Vamos a cerrar los ojos. Vamos a poner nuestra mano derecha en nuestro navi. Esto es a la altura de nuestro estómago. Como si Ashimata allí este centro y el vacío que está alrededor son los que rigen nuestra búsqueda. Vamos a pedir a nuestra energía Kundalini que ilumine esta área, que permita que toda nuestra energía, nuestra búsqueda, nuestra atención se dirijan únicamente a nuestra búsqueda espiritual. Que espontáneamente nos alejemos de aquellas otras cosas que nos tientan, que nos alejan de la verdad, que nos llevan a extremos de nuestro subconsciente o de nuestro supraconsciente. Madre Kundalini, por favor, permite que nuestra búsqueda sea totalmente pura. Permite que nos identifiquemos únicamente con aquello que es verdadero, con el espíritu, con nuestro camino del centro. del equilibrio. Vamos a decir el mantra Shri Lakshmi Vishnu. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lakshmi Vishnu Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Vamos a subir nuestra energía por todo el canal central varias veces. Desde nuestro Muladhara hasta nuestro Sahasrara. Desde la base de nuestro sistema sutil hasta nuestro último chakra sobre la cabeza. Vamos a pedirle a nuestra energía que nos permita mantenernos siempre por este camino del centro del equilibrio, de nuestra evolución espiritual. Que no nos desviemos y nos vayamos a los desbalances de nuestro canal izquierdo, de nuestro canal derecho, a los extremos. Madre, por tu gracia, nosotros somos personas equilibradas. Nuestra búsqueda es pura. Nos identificamos únicamente con el presente, con el camino central, con el espíritu. Vamos a decir el mantra de nuestro canal central. Shri Mahalakshmi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Madre, por tu gracia, nosotros somos el espíritu. Somos personas que hemos alcanzado la iluminación.
Shive Sarvat Sadike त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते ब्रह्मारूपे सदा परमानंद स्वरूपिणी रिद्धि सिद्धि प्रदे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते शरणागत 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 दीनानाथ परित्राण परायणी सर्वस्यार्ति हरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते 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 नारायणी नमोस्तुते Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha
Abrimos nuestros ojos y vamos a terminar subiendo nuestra energía Kundalini. Nos damos el bandam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Con eso terminamos nuestra meditación de hoy. Si tienen alguna pregunta, algún comentario que quieran hacernos, podemos ahora abrir los micrófonos, pueden levantar su mano, si hay algo que quieran comentarnos, si hay algo que quieran preguntarnos. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos. Como siempre, los esperamos entonces mañana a las 6 de la mañana, hora de Colombia, para la meditación de todos los días. Y los esperamos también el sábado para el taller también que tenemos todos los sábados a las 8 de la mañana, hora de Colombia. Por aquí, bueno, parece que no tenemos preguntas. Nos están agradeciendo. Veo también, Fanny, gracias que nos ayudas en el chat de YouTube. Parece que no hay preguntas. Entonces, de modo que tengan un feliz resto de noche, feliz resto de semana. No se les olvide, los esperamos mañana a las 8 de la mañana. Perdón, a las 6 de la mañana, hora de Colombia para la meditación. Y el sábado a las 8 de la mañana para el taller. Buenas noches y que descansen.